Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for All Illinois Students, sponsored by the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions, and our presenters will be able to get to them either during this time or at the very least follow up with you afterwards. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is one of many different sessions happening during this whole college exploration event. And so be sure to check out the full schedule at IACAC.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website, IACAC.org. Thank you again for being here. My name is Kristen Guido. I'm a representative from North Central College, and we're very happy today to be learning about Kent State University. So now I'll turn it over to Sandy.
Thank you. I will go ahead and share my screen. Hopefully that goes smoothly. All right. So my name is Sandy Henner. I am with Kent State University in the admissions office. I am a regional rep. So basically, I actually live in Illinois. So I work specifically with Illinois students, Wisconsin, Indiana as well. So basically today, I'm just going to go over a very kind of brief overview of Kent State University. And then obviously, if anybody pops in and has any questions, feel free. I will try and, monitor the chat the best I can. But of course, we will have time at the end as well to answer any questions if you, again, wanted to ask them out loud. So I'll go ahead and get started. So first things first, Kent State University. Where is Kent State? So we are actually in Northeastern Ohio. So we're in the city of Kent, Ohio. So it's from Chicago. It's about a little over a 5-hour drive. We're in Northeast Ohio. We're about 35 minutes outside the Cleveland area. I've made this drive multiple times. It's not the most exciting drive. It's an easy drive. Or you can always fly directly from Chicago into Cleveland or into Canton, Ohio. There's an airport out there as well. We are about an hour and 20 minutes from the Pittsburgh area and about 2 hours from the Columbus area. So the city of Kent, there is a lot to do in the area. There's a lot of opportunities for internships and jobs after college, even jobs while you're in college. So there is a lot to do. It's a very beautiful area, a lot to offer. So again, we're in the city of Kent. So downtown Kent is a beautiful, renovated, newer area. It kind of actually blends into our campus. There's a lot to do in the area. So downtown Kent is my personal favorite. That's where our Kent State Hotel is. That's where our fashion store is. So if you have any fashion students listening, we have a couple of restaurants, a couple of shops. Again, just a great area to explore. If you do get to come out and visit, I strongly recommend staying at the Kent State Hotel and definitely getting a chance to walk around downtown. And like I said, it connects to campus, so kind of all blends together. So Kent State University. So who attends Kent State? So our main campus in Kent, Ohio has about 22,000 undergraduate students. We get about 4,200 freshmen each year. Now we have 7 different other regional campuses in Northeast Ohio. So overall, we have about 38,000 students. We do get students from all 50 states. Again, I work specifically with out-of-state students, so I do get a lot of students from, across the country. And then we also get students from different countries. We have students from over 100 different countries at Kent State. So definitely a wide variety, a lot of diversity, a lot of different students with different cultures and different backgrounds from different areas of the country. Definitely a really great place to meet students. So a question I do get a lot as well is, what are the requirements to get into Kent State? What are you looking for? So first things first, Kent State has gone test optional for fall 2021. This is what you're looking at right now. This profile is just the kind of average. So this was our freshman class last year, so fall 2019. Our students have between a 3.1 and a 3.8, between a 20 and 26 on the ACT, and a 1040 and a 1220 on the SAT. Again, since we have gone test optional, these test results will be very different this next year, but this is just to kind of give you an idea. Now, if you have less than what you're seeing, that's okay. We have a lot of students above that, a lot of students below that. Again, this is just kind of our average for our first year students from last year. So something you hear a lot is we are undeniably Kent State University. So we are a first tier of best national universities. We've been ranked by the U.S. News and World Report. We have a lot of strong academic programs. That's kind of what draws a lot of students to Kent State. We have a beautiful campus. Kent's great. Northeast Ohio is beautiful, but a lot of it is our academic programs. So we have over 350 different programs here at Kent State University. Of course, I do not have time to go into all of them, but I can kind of highlight some of our different majors. So what you're kind of seeing right now, this is a list of all of our colleges here at Kent State. So what that just means is that, we house our majors under different colleges. So for example, aeronautics and engineering. So we have a very large flight technology program. So if you're interested in being a licensed pilot, air traffic control, aerospace engineering, we do have our own airport here at Kent State. And we actually just partnered up with Delta Airlines last year. And then basically they're taking students directly out of the program, out of Kent State, into their academy down in Georgia. And, you go straight into working for Delta Airlines. We have a really large architecture program. So our architecture and environmental design. So that's like interior design, architecture, construction management. We have a beautiful building for our architect students. It was actually just built a couple of years ago. It's again, one of our strongest programs here at Kent State. We have our College of Arts. So our College of Arts is definitely the more like hands-on arts. This is where our fashion program is. We have one of the top fashion programs in the country. We are top 5 for fashion merchandising and fashion design. We have a really good theater program, musical theater, regular theater, production. And then of course we have a lot more than that, hands-on arts, studio drawing, that type of thing. We have our College of Arts and Sciences. So this is actually our largest college here at Kent State University. We do always kind of make a joke that this is all of our ology programs. So like biology, zoology, sociology, psychology, but there's a lot more to it, political science, history, stuff like that. Our College of Business Administration. So if you're interested in any type of business, we have like finance, accounting, and entrepreneurship, marketing, our business program, they do really good job they require internships. They have a really good study abroad program, and a lot of students go directly into their master's program here at Kent. Our communication information. So this is my personal favorite because I was actually a communications major. So this is like communications, public relations, journalism, visual graphic design. That's kind of housed under there. Our education, health, and human services. So if you're interested in being a licensed teacher, we were actually founded as an education school. And then health and human services is like sports medicine, American Sign Language, a lot of different programs under that college. Our College of Nursing speaks for itself. It is just nursing. So if you're interested in being a nurse, we have one of the top nursing programs in the state of Ohio. We do a lot in the Cleveland area with, Cleveland has great health facilities. So we do a lot of our internships out there in clinicals and stuff like that. We do have some state-of-the-art equipment as well at Kent State University for our nursing students. Public health. So maybe you're interested in more like the other side of, things. So for example, I didn't have the stomach to be a nurse. I wish I did. But maybe you want to do more of the administrative side of like hospitals and stuff like that. Our university college is for students who aren't sure what they want to do. So maybe you want to explore some different options. You're not sure what you want to major in yet. That would fall under the university college. And then our honors college. So our honors college isn't a major, but it's something that you do have to be invited to. Once you apply for Kent State, we let you know if you're invited to honors, and you do get additional scholarships. We have our honors housing, and you get first pick of classes. There's a lot of benefits to living in the honors college. So we do have, so Kent State, we are very transfer friendly. And if you're in high school right now and you're taking any college credit plus classes, AP classes, IB, or dual enrollment, anything through your local community college, anything that your high school offers, we will accept those credits. You do not need them to apply for Kent State. We just need them before you start your first year at Kent. We just need a copy of those transcripts. So the Kent core, so what is this? So we get this question a lot too, is like, well, what kind of classes am I going to be taking? What does my major look like? What does 4 years at Kent State look like? So just kind of something that we have a tool, it's called the GPS, Graduation Planning System. So if you go to kent.edu/GPS, it will lay out all the classes that you basically have to take for that major. It will kind of, obviously it's not exact, but it gives you a really good idea of the type of classes you have to take, along with what we call the Kent core. The Kent core is mostly done in your first 2 years. So this includes arts, diversity, humanities, languages, mathematics, sciences. And then of course, along with your major classes as well. So if you really want to get a good idea if a major's fit for you, definitely go to this GPS and take a look. And you'll get a really good idea for the classes and see if it's, if they even interest you. So at Kent State University, we want every single person, every single student, regardless of your major, to get hands-on learning. We want you to have that experience so that when you graduate, you can get a job, right? That's the goal. So all of our majors require either service learning, internships, research, or study abroad. So for example, if you are interested in nursing, you do your clinicals, teaching, you do student teaching. I already mentioned that business is really big on internships. If you're interested in psychology, maybe you want to do research. And we have a really large study abroad program as well that I'm going to talk about here in a second. But again, we want everybody to get some type of hands-on learning at Kent State University. So study abroad, excuse me, I really like to talk about this because this is actually my personal regret from college. I wanted to study abroad when I was in college, and I was kind of intimidated by the whole process, and I decided not to, and I truly, truly regret it. So no matter what school you go to, but Kent State has a great study abroad program. I know right now traveling isn't ideal, but hopefully when things are kind of back to normal, we actually have our own campus in Florence, Italy. So that's one of our most popular destinations. So students go out there to the Kent campus, still paying our tuition, but you can go basically anywhere in the country that you'd like to. So China, India, Brazil, Japan. You can work with our study abroad office and we will help you set that up. And, you can do a spring break option, a winter break option. Maybe you want to do a whole semester. It is completely up to you. So on-campus housing, so we do require first and second year students at Kent State to live on campus. You can have a car on campus. I like to bring that up. But we do have over 25 different places for you to live at Kent. All of our residence halls have been updated and renovated. They all have semi-private bathrooms. They all have air conditioning, which is important to me. We have a very safe campus. We've been ranked for how big our campus is, for how safe it is. We have over 20 different places for you to eat on campus. We have great dining here at Kent State. And I'm not just saying that, I've eaten it. It's awesome. We have gluten-free, we have vegan, we have, your classic junk food. We have different diets. And again, you can eat at over 20 different places on campus. Something else that's included in your tuition at Kent State is our student rec center. So we do have a very large rec center. We do have a rock climbing wall, basketball courts, volleyball courts, yoga studios. There's a lot to do in there for students. And again, it's including your tuition. Definitely want to take care of your health while you're here at Kent State. So again, a question I get a lot is, well, what's student life like? What's there to do? Am I going to be bored? We always say that if you're bored at Kent State, then you're doing something wrong. We have over 400 different student organizations. We have over 1,000 different special events going on campus. Especially as an out-of-state student, we have a lot of other out-of-state students here at Kent. So there's a lot to do during the week. On the weekends, we have a really big Greek life. We have, minority clubs. We have academic clubs. We have, clubs for certain majors. We have sport, intramural sports, club sports. We have so much to do here at Kent. My personal favorite is actually sports. I'm a huge football fan. So obviously right now our football is a little off. I believe we're still doing a season here in November, but we are a Division I school. Our mascot is Flash the Golden Eagle, and we have 19 different NCAA sports. We are in the Mid-American Conference. And any sporting event at Kent State, you are allowed to attend for free. It's including your tuition. So definitely attend homecoming, attend football games, and basketball is a big one too. Softball, baseball, definitely come out in the spring. That's kind of my personal favorite, is definitely the athletics here at Kent State. So we definitely want you to stay on track here. So, I keep saying that we want you to get a job. We want you, after you graduate, we want you to have the experience, but we also want you to succeed. We have, that's our goal while you're here. So we want you to have the resources in order to succeed here at Kent State. So just some of the student resources that we have, the more popular ones. We have our Destination Kent State. This is your summer orientation before you begin. So this is actually a 2-day orientation where you come to Kent State, you stay, you sign up for your classes, you get everything ready for fall. It's a really fun event. We have our Academic Success Center. So if you're interested in, if you need any tutoring, maybe you're struggling in class, that's okay. I had to do it in college. It's okay. So that's just something, and again, including your tuition and free for students. We have our Student Multicultural Center, or LGBTQ Student Center, and our Women's Center. All those three are great resources for students on campus. They each have kind of different classes. They have their own building where you can go and hang out on campus, and they're always putting on events as well on campus. And then student accessibility services. So this is really important. So if you maybe in high school you had an IEP or a 504 plan, or maybe you just need some extra help, this is what that our student accessibility services is there for. So if you maybe need extra test time, maybe you need a private room for testing, maybe you just need extra help on campus, that is what those services are for. And then the last one is our career exploration and development. I keep saying it, is that we want you to get a job. We want you to get internships. Our career exploration and development is there to help you do that. So we help you with internships. We help you with resume work, interview skills, stuff like that after you graduate. So you can apply. Our application, of course, is open right now for fall 2021 students. You can apply directly through the Kent State University website or through the Common App. There is absolutely no preference. They both have the same fee, both basically the same process. And then, of course, you go through the Common App that comes directly to us. So what's next? So we definitely want you to apply for, I do have any seniors listening. Again, through the Kent State application or the Common App. We want you to submit your high school transcripts. That's the most important thing, is we do have to have your high school transcripts. If you are using your ACT or your SAT, you can submit your test scores. But again, we have gone test optional, so you don't have to have those. And then there is a $50 application fee. So for out-of-state students, for Illinois students, your tuition, you're looking at about $20,000 a year and about $12,000 for room and board. So total for out-of-state students, it is about $32,000 a year. We are a part of the Ohio Tuition Guarantee. So once you start at Kent State as a first-year student, you will be locked in for that price for 4 years. And then, of course, I'll talk about scholarships and stuff here in a minute. But this is, I know it sounds like a lot of money, but this is before any type of scholarships, before financial aid, before any type of financial assistance. So we have our merit scholarships. Now we have our priority deadline coming up of November 1st. And then our final date for merit scholarships is February 1st. So I strongly encourage you to try and apply no later than February 1st. We will automatically go through your application and let you know what you qualify for. We are giving out scholarships for students who did not use their test on the application. So if you just applied with your transcripts, you can still qualify for scholarships. And you'll definitely want to fill out your FAFSA. I'm sure you've heard a lot from this already from your counselor, but the FAFSA is open. It opened up October 1st. And that's grants, loans, federal work study. Those will start being notified in January. And then our merit scholarships, we will notify you right away. So once you are accepted into Kent State, we also send along your scholarship letter as well. So Kent State, I know, again, I keep saying it, I feel like a broken record, but we definitely want you to get a job. We want to help you with all of this. So within 6 months of graduation, 92% of our graduates are employed or continuing their education full time. So there's a lot of opportunity here at Kent State University. And again, our goal is to help you graduate and get your dream job. So the timeline, so again, apply through the Common App or directly through our website. And then we want you to send in your high school transcripts. You will go directly to your high school counselor for those. And then the scholarship priority deadline I already mentioned is November 1st, and the final deadline is February 1st. So just keep that in mind, especially as an out-of-state student, you want to apply by February 1st. So right now, more than ever, it's really important for you to kind of keep up to date with what's going on, deadlines, things coming up. Obviously, we all know things are changing every day. So definitely follow us on our social media. So Facebook and Instagram is at Kent State Admissions. Our Twitter is at KSU Admissions, and our Snapchat is at Kent State U. And of course, we'd love to hear from you if you got accepted into Kent State or you visited us or anything like that. We'd love to see the hashtag future flashes. So right now, our campus tours, so they were actually temporarily paused for the moment. Unfortunately, for the remaining month of October, we do not have any campus tours. We are hoping to get them back up and running in November. We are trying our best to keep students safe when you come out and visit. We would love to have you come out and visit, but definitely check with me first. I don't want you to drive from Illinois and it was canceled or anything like that. But we do require facial coverings. We are doing 6 feet apart. So if you are interested in a campus tour, we do have our signups for November and December. Definitely, you can actually sign up directly through our website. So one of the last things I'll kind of touch base on is, I know if you can't come out to campus, you can't get out to campus right now, but keep in mind our campus is open. Even though we had to shut down tours for the rest of October, we do still have students on campus, workers on campus. We're still here. But there are a lot of virtual opportunities for you as well, especially as an Illinois student. So virtually you can meet with an admissions counselor, most likely you meet with myself because I work with all of Illinois students. You can set up an appointment with a financial aid counselor. We have academic information sessions going on every single week. So if you want to hear more about aeronautics or fashion or nursing or anything like that, they are hosting events every week. And then we have Instagram Live with an admissions counselor every single Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely go to this website, kent.edu/keepup, and you can sign up for any of these virtually, and then you'll get a confirmation email. So I know that was a lot of information in a little bit of time, and sorry, I have a tendency of speaking kind of fast. So I'm not even sure if we have any questions, but I am going to give it a moment. Again, so my name is Sandy. I'm going to give my contact information. So my direct phone number is 330-931-2027. My email, if you have any questions, is shenert@kent.edu. So shenert@kent.edu. So feel free, of course, to reach out to me with any questions. I'd love to hear from you. And again, hopefully you can come out and visit us. So yeah, so that's kind of it. So again, I'll just give it a minute or two for any questions that we might have.
All right, just give me 1 second. Okay, we want to thank Sandy for this great presentation. Thank you for your time this evening, and thank you, students and families, for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this presentation. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, again, this is just one of many sessions that are being hosted for this entire event series. So you can see the additional sessions available at IACAC.org. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all other recordings that have been done thus far at IACAC.org. Thank you again, Sandy, for presenting. I hope everyone has a great evening and take care. Be well.
Thank you.